In just over 2 weeks, I'm going to be traveling from here all the way to here to meet this guy. And I think you should too. And this is why. As some of my regular viewers know, I'm based in Taiwan and I haven't actually been back to the UK in about 4 years. And in about 2 weeks, I'm going to start a 4-month stay there where I'll be doing all sorts of things. And it's down to the job I have. If I was in a normal 9 to 5, I simply couldn't do that. So in this video, I want to talk about my first stop of call, which is going to be the affiliate gathering in York. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm hoping to get out of this event and the fact that you guys can get a free ticket if you act quickly. And even if you don't get a free ticket, I'm going to try and convince you that you should probably go to this event too. So first of all, what is affiliate gathering? So this is the second year that this event is taking place, and it's all been set up by Carl Broadbent from the Carl Broadbent YouTube channel. So this is a one-day event that's happening on the 19th of May 2023. So it's in literally 2 weeks and a bit. And it's based in York. It's right next to the train station, really convenient to get to. So it's going to be based around different talks from experts in the industry, and there are some real experts attending this year. There's also going to be a series of workshops with different companies and about different topics. And there's a Q&A panel as well, so you can ask people that are really in the trenches and other experts within the industry all the things you want to know about blogging, YouTube, and anything to do with making money online pretty much. And the other really cool thing is an opportunity for the likes of you and me, normal content creators, to do some networking. So according to Carl, this is a very laid back kind of event, and you know, you're not expected to wear a shirt and tie or anything like that. It's just a get together of people who are in the similar kind of industry as you, going through similar problems and challenges, and just talk things out, get some perspective perhaps, and get some ideas of what to do. This is really what appealed to me. I actually attended this event virtually last year, which was really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. And watching it, I just thought, I wish I was there in person. So as soon as the tickets went on sale, literally a couple of days later, I'm like, yes, please. And I planned an entire trip around going to York to go to this one-day event. So just in case you don't know who I am, or maybe you're interested to know why I'm able to jump on a plane and go to a one-day event, let me just explain kind of my journey and how I got here from buying the ticket last year. So about a year ago, when I watched the first affiliate gathering virtually, I'd actually kind of almost given up on making a living online, trying to have a business. We just had a daughter, and my wife was like, you're not really getting paid for any of these websites you're building. You better get a job. So luckily I got an online job, a work from home job. I was actually working for a company called Onfolio. And I worked for them for about 3 months, and during this time I got the ticket and I thought, okay, this is something I can do from anywhere in the world. So at the very least I could probably go to the UK for a week or 2 weeks and still do the job and attend the event. But after 3 months I was made redundant. My entire team got laid off, and just at this moment, one of my projects, a YouTube channel, started to take off. And within about 2 months, it was earning more money than that job was paying me per month. Luckily, working in Taiwan, we don't get paid much, so it doesn't take much to go full time here. And I decided, okay, great. So I'm going to focus entirely on this YouTube channel, and this gives me the opportunity to go to the UK. And one of the things I'm really looking forward to is, because my niche is all to do with World War II aviation, there's loads of museums in the UK, there's loads of things I can do around Europe, and it's just a great opportunity. Luckily, my wife was able to take some maternity leave that she's allowed to take in Taiwan. They get up to 6 months, up until the child's 3. So we're really lucky to get that. And she decided, yep, she would do that. Still a bit scared that she would lose her job, but we've sorted all of that's been sorted out. So we're going for 4 months. We're both going to go up to York. She's going to go and look at the old town while I go to affiliate gathering. So that was a very quick summary of why I'm going to be in the UK. But why affiliate gathering? What am I hoping to get out of this event? Well, there's a few things really. First of all, I really think the quality of these speakers has gone up this year. Last year was, I think it was kind of more of a people within Carl's community or the other creators that he knew. And it was great because there was a lot of familiar faces for me. And it was just nice to see these people who have, they spent their time building up their businesses online. You've watched it grow with them, and to see them on stage talking about it, and it was really inspiring. But I suppose last year you could say it was more sort of a mates event. This year, Carl has obviously met a lot more people. He's been able to reach some of the, bigger fish, let's say, in the industry. So the quality of the people giving the speeches this year, it's just amazing. And I think actually the value in your price of your ticket is there already, just in the speakers. So I'm really interested to learn about that. The other thing is really that when you're a blogger, less so when you're a YouTuber, when you're a blogger, there's so much isolation, let's say. There's this idea that you can't talk about your niches because people will just copy you, and people do. There's a lot of bad actors in our industry. Some of them they're in the shadows, they're lurkers, you never know who they are. Some of them are the gurus who teach terrible things that just basically shit on people like you and me who are trying to do it in an honest way. And, I'm not going to say who they are, but there's some terrible practices being taught out there. So affiliate gathering is a chance for bloggers in particular to kind of throw off the shackles, to meet other people. You don't necessarily have to talk about what your website is or your niche, but you meet people that are going to be in the same boat as you, and I bet you're going to learn a lot. And that's what I'm banking on. There's so many things I'm hoping to learn to bring away from that event, particularly from the blogging side. From the YouTube side, it's a lot more open. I always like to think of blogging as more like prospecting, like the Wild West. You make your claim, you gotta defend it. Whereas I think YouTube's more like golden Hollywood era, where everyone's trying to make it, and then suddenly one person's plucked out of the crowd and suddenly they become a star. And it's not so cutthroat as blogging is, in my opinion. But really, my personal goal here is, as many of you know, following me, I built a few websites. They were doing well for a little while, and then I just got hammered by all these Google algorithms and all that kind of thing. And to be honest, I fell out of love with blogging. I think it's a great thing to be in. The idea that you could build something for nothing and have the potential to sell it for more than you would make in a year, maybe 2 or 3 times what you could make in a year. I love that idea, but you've got to be mentally strong to be a blogger. It's really hard, and you've always got to be on the game. And I've kind of fallen out of love with it a little bit. So I'm hoping to get inspired again. I'm hoping to learn a little bit more about search analysis, where I find topics for my what I'm writing and other approaches to that, structuring a website. And I'm also hoping to learn a little bit more about content creation, how to scale it and do it where it's more manageable, where you're not getting burnt out. So that's what I'm hoping to get from the blogging side of it. And I'm really looking forward to those moments where you get, it's inspiration, I suppose, or changing the way you think of things. And for me, getting into this whole making money online thing, it really goes back to when I got a job when I was working in France. And I was going through a terrible time. I was an English teacher, and I was working for this company who hadn't paid me for 3 months because of some technical little issue, even though I'd done all the work. I was missing my rent. Luckily, I was my landlord was the guy I was living with, so he said, okay, you can pay me next month. I missed car payments, and I was in a terrible way. And I randomly met this girl in a pub, another English person, and she's like, hey, my company, there's someone who just left, I'm trying to replace them, do you want to come along for an interview? And it turned out to be 2 French guys running some astrology websites. So I became an astrologer for about 3 years, answering emails, writing products and stuff like that. It's totally weird, but it was the fact that I saw these guys build something from nothing. Every Friday they would send out like an email blast, and come Monday they would make tens of thousands of dollars. And I was like, I need to get into this. And it was just a light bulb moment. I'd never ever thought about making money online before. So I'm hoping for those kind of things. Another really big thing I'm looking forward to from this affiliate gathering is the idea of AI tools. Now, the industry's awash with all of this thing. And I'm looking really at what people are doing, how they're doing it differently to what everyone else is trying to do, which is write me 1,000 words on X. Because I think these tools, if you use them in the right way, they can really help with building your business. But I don't think doing what everyone else is doing is really going to help you. So I'm looking forward to that. I think the first talker is going to be about that, how to scale content using AI. I'm really excited about that. But I suppose the driving force, the reason I decided to go to Affiliate Gathering in person and not try and watch it online, is I'm kind of looking for community support, really. One of the things about being a content creator, sitting in your little office on your own, is that, you know, you've got no colleagues really. And most people that you talk to, you know, your family, they don't really understand what you're doing. Even my wife, she works in the SEO field. She works for a big company doing that. She doesn't really understand what I do. And whenever you're trying to talk to someone, you don't really get the feedback you're looking for. If you talk to another content creator, you know, it's like you're talking a different language, you know, just understand exactly what you're trying to say and you get the feedback that you need. So I'm looking for that really, to get away from the isolation, because for me, living in Taiwan, don't really speak the language much, haven't met anyone else really doing what I'm doing, and I'm on the wrong time zone for every workshop and everything like that. I used to wake up at like 3 in the morning to go to do workshops and, you know, watch live streams and things. Can't do that when your daughter wakes you up at 7:30 the next morning. So I'm really looking forward to that, building a community, networking, all that kind of thing. So if any of that has kind of got you a little bit excited, you thought, hey, maybe I could learn a little bit as well, then good news is that Ezoic are doing a free giveaway. So they are giving away a number of tickets. If you check out the link in the description, you can figure out how to do that. And, you know, chance your arm, you never know, you might get the free ticket. But I would say, why not just buy the ticket anyway? If you can make it to York in 2 weeks' time, I don't think you're going to worry about the money, because it's an investment in your future. There's only so much you can learn from just like watching videos and that kind of thing. Having conversations with real people, I think that's where the value of this ticket's going to be. Sure, there's great speakers, there's great workshops, all that kind of thing. But I think the value is kind of talking to Bob about his blog, and he's going, oh, this is what I'm doing and it's working right now. And you're like, hey, I could so easily implement that into my blog or YouTube video or whatever it is. So yeah, check out, think about it. And the great news is Carl told me that although they're not streaming everything this year, they are going to record everything. And he's hired like a proper team to do this. It's like TV camera kind of thing. So all the talks, all the workshops, as much as they can do, I don't think they're going to film in the bogs or anything like that, but as much as they can get on film, they're going to edit it up and send it to everyone that buys a ticket. So even if you can't go there in person, it's still worth buying a ticket to get all of that great information that you're not going to find anywhere else really. So what I'm going to do in preparation is to write down loads of questions that I'd love to ask people and get information about. I'm also thinking about where I think I'm going with my process and what I'm doing wrong really. So one of the big things I'm struggling with right now, and I'm really kind of almost on the burnout stage, is it takes so much work to get one video out a week for me. And I'm thinking, is there a way that I can do that quicker? Is there a way that I can plan things and maybe batch research or that kind of thing? So I'm going to ask around, what do you do? How do you create your videos? Is there something that I can use in my own process? So I'm already thinking, how can I make this day a benefit for me? So apart from Affiliate Gathering, what I'm going to try and do is, when I get my process down, trying to do more in less time or do the same in less time. I'm hoping to get back to this channel. I know that I've kind of neglected passive income Phil a little bit, because I've just put all my energies into my other YouTube channel, Caliban Rising. I'm hoping to get back to you guys, to start documenting what I'm doing, trying to maybe explore some other ways to get, you know, to build a business, income streams, that kind of thing. So this is really my plan as I go to the UK. It's, you know, they say a change is as good as a rest. So I'm hoping that things will turn a corner a little bit after next month, and yeah, good things to come. So go and check out that link for Ezoic. You never know, you could get the free ticket. And even if you can't make it to York, you're still going to get all those recordings. So it's well worth throwing your hat in the ring there. And if you do make it there in person, come and say hello, introduce yourself, and I'm sure we have loads and loads of things to talk about. All right, see you there.